Hello? Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Um, I'm thinking that I'm live now. Is anybody on with me now? Is anybody been able to connect? Just want to see if I was able to get some connection. Um, okay. Any indication here? I want to see that someone is actually getting me here. Can you see me? Yeah. There's actually some connection issues. I'm having some connection issues, and I'm trying to rectify them now. Okay. All right. I think we're on right now. Let's get started. Yeah. Once again, my name is Zik Ukam, and I'm glad to be here to have this discussion with you. Yes. Last time when we were here, we were discussing on this live broadcast how you can actually invite your prospects. All right, how to invite your prospects. Now, I want to use this opportunity to say I'm really sorry that I think a couple of weeks now, 2 weeks precisely, I was not able to come up on online. I mean, uh, continue the video due to some challenges I had. I was very busy, and other things came up. So sorry for the delay, and I'm happy at the end of it all that we're here. Thank you. All right. You might have to talk about how to invite a prospect. Okay. Well, like I said earlier, right from the first series, um, how to even get prospects, we have discussed the reason. A lot of guys are, actually complaining that they cannot actually, exchange their TBC. They cannot even enjoy. They don't enjoy cash flow because the bottom line in that TBC is not to be cashed out like that. No, but it should be some level of cash flow in the system. So because this individual don't enjoy this cash flow, that is why they begin to complain, seek for advice how they can go about it. So that is the very reason why I decided to take on this series on how you can enjoy some cash flow in the system. So we have discussed a couple of things. Like I mentioned earlier, we last time we discussed, we started with that part, how to invite your prospects. Okay, so now we want to look at a continuation because I think we have taken the first part. You have taken the first part in this series, and that first part is actually um, uh, let me start by just mentioning the whole of the process, the steps needed to get through to your uh, prospects to actually invite a prospect successfully. Okay, let me get through to the step. Let me share my screen. Okay, just hold on. Let me share my screen so that you can. All right, this is it. So how to invite prospect? I had mentioned that you need to be in a hurry. Step one, that is be in a hurry. Compliment your prospect. Make the invitation. If I would you get the time appointment, confirm the time, schedule the next call, and then get off the phone. So that is the what we had discussed. Okay, that is what we had discussed. So about 8 steps that can help to actually invite your prospects. So in the last discussion, we were able to take hurry, compliment the prospects, and make the invitation. We discussed some critical issues here, some of the mistakes that people make when they are inviting their prospects. We actually taken time to, talked about this in detail. Some steps, some things to be avoided. All right. So now we would be discussing the rest part of it and see how we can actually um, how we can actually invite our prospects using the remain the other is the last 5 of them. We actually spend time with 3 parts, 3 steps. So we want to continue with step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, and then that's it. So that's very important. So just hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. So sorry, there's some issues, there's some noise I need to bring down. Thank you. So we are taking number 4 now. We want to take number 4, and what we mentioned number 4. What is it that we were talking about? If I would you, if I would you. Okay. So these are the steps we considered last week. Be in a hurry. Okay. Um, Compliment the prospects. Make the invitation. So now we are going through the last of our 5 steps. Like I said, if I would you. That is the step we want to consider now. If I would you, you might like, what's this all about? What's this all about? If I would you, what is it all about? All right. Now, at this point, we are looking at a question that acts like a secret weapon. Okay. As long as you're a TBC member in the TBC community, there's a lot of training that you have received. So I also believe that before you actually be able to invite a prospect to finally get to the level, excuse me, where is willing to actually have an investment in TBC, you should be able to know a few things. Okay. Now, some people make the mistake of, as you're inviting their prospect, you look as if TBC is for free. Excuse me, and then TBC does not have value. So that is not the way to go about it. Excuse me. But if you follow these steps, you'll be able to see what we're talking about that can actually add value to your presentation. Excuse me about that. Little cough coming in. Yeah. So it's like this. If I give you, if I do this for you, would you do this for me? That's what we mean. If I would you, if I do this for you, would you do this? For example, if you would like to give the individual a link to watch a YouTube video or to read a particular link, blog post, or to get a particular material, or maybe these days we have the public notice, and you want the individual to actually read to get to know TBC effectively. You will not just come in and say, okay, we have this, go and read. No. There are certain things this table will help you to, enjoy a little some things. For example, when you say, if I give you a link or this ebook, would you read it? Make some sense. Even though, excuse me, even though the question is rhetorical, it actually gives you some level of power. Yes, the question is powerful, and that is for a good number of reasons. For example, I want to analyze like 3 reasons why this question is very important. If I do this, would you? There are 3 reasons why you should ask these questions, why you should use this question when inviting your prospect. Okay, number 1 reason is this, that you are telling the individual, if I do something for you, okay, you will need to do something in return. That's what you are telling the individual indirectly. Okay, if I do something for you, would you mind doing something in return for me? Okay, so definitely you are telling the individual that you are not for cheap. Okay, your time is not for waste. Okay, you are expecting some limit of commitment from the individual. So that is why the question is very important. Number 2 reason why you consider this question, if I would you, is this. It puts you on a place of power. Okay, it shows that you are in control. You are the one who wants to do things for him, but he has to do something in return. It shows you are in control. Can't just do anything like that. If I give you this ebook, would you read it? Or this public notice from TBC, or this TBC public notice, would you? Or this TBC agreement, this information that tells you the mission and vision of TBC. If I were to give you this ebook, would you, would you read it? It shows you are in control. So that's very important. That is very important to take note. Now, thirdly, the third reason why this question is very important is this. It also implies that you have something valuable to offer. Okay? If I do this to you, will you? It shows that what you are giving is not for free. It is not cheap. Okay? So that is why you are not willing to just let it go anyhow. There should be something in return of what you are giving. So, meaning that what you are giving is valuable. Even if it is flyer, no, it is a flyer that you are giving in exchange for the person's time to come and attend a presentation or a seminar like I often do in my office, and you are inviting this individual. So there is need to ask that question. If I give you this a flyer, would you have time to attend the presentation? Okay, it's important. So, so they will not look at it as one of those flyers that is just thrown around. No, no. Let him know that the opportunity is beyond the flyer. Okay, let him know that TBC is something very important. The information is about to get is valuable. Oh, TBC as a cryptocurrency is something derivative, an asset. So it is through a question like this, if I do this, would you? That will help you to actually be able to, exert your power. So, like I said, this question is very important for 3 reasons here. First, it shows that you don't give things for free. Okay, if you are willing to do something for him, he should be able to do something for you in return. Then 2, it puts you in power, it puts you in control. So you are not begging, okay? You are not asking for a favor. You are simply offering something valuable in return, okay? So that's it, puts you in control. Then number 3 shows that what you are this link to this YouTube video. Would you read it? See, there is number 4 step that can help you to actually invite your prospect effectively. So just take note. Now let's move forward to number 5. Number 5 is get time commitment. Okay, you just ask the question, if I do this for you, would you do this for me in return? Would you read it? If I give you this, he said, yes. Would you read it? That's very fine. It's going to read it. Now, the next thing is that if he answers, I'm going to read it. I'm very sure. I'm going to read it. I will try to come around. I will do that. I will do that. Definitely, it gives you a yes answer. If it gives you a yes answer, the next thing is get the time commitment. Like, what do you think would be the time? When would you listen to this? Okay. When would you be able to have time to go through it? That is how you get the time commitment. All right. Don't suggest a time for the individual. Never do that. Just ask the question and wait for response. The question will make him think. Even if initially he was taking it at a casual approach towards it, now you'll be able to know that you are very serious. Okay? That you're not joking. That you're a businessman. Remember, the question already has given you power. The question already has put you in control. So at this point in time, you are trying to get time commitment. So it shows that you are in control of what you're doing. So just ask the question when it will finish. Okay. When do you think you can finish reading the ebook? When do you think you will have time to watch the YouTube video? When do you think you'll be able to read this material I'm about to give you? When do you think you'll be able to have time, to get a three-way call with my upline? Or yes, yeah, with your upline or with your whoever you would like to introduce. Just get the time. Get the time commitment. Don't just throw in words and leave it. Okay? You have to make it real. Find a good time. Let him give you time. All right? So it's very important. So the key here is that you have to get them to give you time. For example, the person may say, I'll try to do it sometimes, Um, I'll try to, maybe on Thursday or maybe on so the I don't want to waste your time and mine. Maybe let me just think about it. When I'm ready, I'll call you. That is no time. Okay, that is no time. That is no time. So the person should be able to give you a time. If he be able to tell you, okay, Thursday, what time? At what time of the day would you be able to do it? So these details are very important because it also helps the individual to know that you are very serious. Now, if the individual does not, cannot fix the time, or maybe he finally fixed the time, okay, there's the next thing you need to do, which is confirming the time. You need to confirm the time. Okay. At this point, how do you confirm the time? All right. It's very simple. It's very simple. All right. It's something like this. If I called you sometime on Thursday, okay, sometime on Thursday, um, would you have been able to finish it by then? Okay. See, would I have been able to listen to or read the material or have finished watching the video? Remember, he gave you Thursday, for example. So you're like, if I call you maybe Thursday night or Thursday, would you have been able to finish it by then? The essence of this question is to confirm the time, to ensure that he will actually read the material you gave, to ensure that he will actually do what he promised that he will do. Because a number of persons will just give you time and they're not sure they're going to do it. Okay, they will just tell you, okay, and that thing you tell me, don't worry, I will see you. Don't worry on Saturday. Saturday definitely. If you did not confirm the time, if you did not follow through, what is going to happen is that on Saturday, maybe on the following week, Monday or Tuesday, you call on them again. They tell you, what was that? Did I say a thing like that? No, sorry. You see, because immediately they mentioned the time you had walked past them. You did not confirm the time. In fact, you didn't even take time to make it real, to make it serious. So that is why it is important to follow through this way. So if I call you like he told you Thursday, so if I call you like Friday morning, would you have been able to watch the video for sure? Or would you have been able to read the ebook? Or would you have been able to go to read some messages from the blog? Or would you have been able to make up time so that we have a two-way call? See? So this is time confirmation. You need to confirm the time that the person individual has actually told you. Remember, the main point here is not about the appointment you have given. It's not about the time he gave you that, oh, I'm going to do it. No, 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 no. That is not the main issue now. The main issue is that the appointment they have set, that they themselves are the ones that set the appointment. You are getting them committed. You are making them become serious with the opportunity. That's it. So all we're looking at here is this: get time commitment and did what? Do what? Confirm the time. It's very important that you do it. Okay. So if they say you're going to read, if the prospect said is going to read the material, they will do it by a specific time. See, you have to get that time. Right? And if you call them thereafter to find out if they had actually read the material, you need to ask some questions, and their answers should be an appointment. Okay, just like that. You need to follow through. After getting the time, you need to confirm that time. Okay, if I do this by this time, will it be through? So if they said they will be through, okay, fine. Then the next thing is to try to, okay. If they have not finished or whatever happened, the next thing that you need to do is our number 6 or number 7 thing here. Number 7, that is schedule the next call. Schedule the next call, because naturally sometimes, you know, people may not actually remember that they have actually had such appointment with you. It happens sometimes, okay? And you might also go that fine, they have actually read the material and they are ready for some questions and some other things. That is wonderful, okay? But in a case where it doesn't happen, now it is very simple. Just ask, what is the best time or best number, best time for me to call? Okay, so that is it. What is the best time for me to call? Because this question is important. It will help you to know when to call back. First is you confirm the time. Okay, by Wednesday, come back. Okay, so what is the best time I should call? You fix the time. Remember, you are not the one that is fixing. They are the one fixing the time. So they are the one to give you time that they are going to call. So you follow up some of these things. It's very important. This way, you'll be able to help your prospect to see that your TBC business, that you are serious with it. You are always in a hurry, that it's valuable. Okay, you don't just throw it around. You don't just, you need to handle it professionally. Okay, so that is why it is important to schedule the next call. So let them give you what is the best time for them. Okay, it's going to be a real appointment, and by that time you must have given them, the material you have for them to read, the website for them to go through, a YouTube video for them to watch, so many things. Even if you have downloaded the video, by this time you're scheduling to call back, they might have been able to make out time, to watch it. See, so it's very important to schedule this next call, because it's going to help you to, you know, um, give them time to make decisions. Give them time to, actually um, uh, evaluate the whole situation that have that the whole conversation you have had, and see that you are actually serious. Okay. Now, if you are making the next call, it might not necessarily just be the first time you just call. The person said, "Oh, I forgot," and you leave it. You can still reschedule the next call. It's like that for some persons, maybe because of their schedule, or because of, you know the kind of business they do, it might keep them very busy. Because you couldn't get them that first or second time doesn't mean that, oh, they are not interested. Not at all. So it might be that they are actually watched the video you gave them. They have actually, read through the materials. They have actually, made the research based on the information or the link you gave them. See, they are now ready, but just that they couldn't make out time. So you have to call and reschedule, let them reschedule another time that is convenient for them. And then finally, you'll be able to meet up with them. It could also be that it may not necessarily be material. It could have also been an invitation to come and, listen to presentation. Okay. So, and you have given a call. Also, so that, okay, you call again. Would this other date be favorable? You say, fine. Yeah, I like that date. It's fine. Or let it be this other date. So if this other date they gave for them to come and listen to the presentation, or yes, a TBC presentation, doesn't fall on the day they normally have a TBC presentation, there's something wrong. You can see it organized for maybe the person that refer you to TBC or somebody don't understand. Let me call it a trusted seller who understands TBC very effectively. Or this time you can call a broadcaster, someone, a leader in TBC community that is versed and understand what is doing. You can organize to have him be ready so that you can meet up with the appointment just like you have scheduled. All it takes is just for you to be practical. If you are not there in the main presentation, you can arrange a two-way, or a three-way conversation. You, the TBC leader, and in your prospects. You sat down and discuss everything together. Don't just try to do everything yourself. Okay, don't try to do everything yourself. If you follow this procedure, when it comes to presentation, the person was not there, arrange another leader to be there to fill up the gap. If the person is individual is, at the end is able to make up time and attend the presentation, wow, it would have saved you a lot of time because it will get some information, ask a lot of questions that based on the materials you read and what it will be hearing. That way it will be good. All right. So don't forget to always schedule in this call. Now, there's another thing that normally happens in the process of making calls. Maybe you realize that some persons, maybe they have already read the material you gave them, and then they have some questions, some want to know some things. That takes us to the next step, which is get off the call. Get off the call. Sorry. Yeah, get off the call. The phone. People, try to say a lot, talk too much on phone. See, it is not fine. Sorry, it's not too fine to do that. In fact, it is wrong for people to even discuss. If you are selling something, for example, for you to discuss the price on phone is very wrong because you're not actually going to collect the money on phone. Sorry, you only discuss price on phone because you are ready to make the sales on phone. You see, that is for sales people. So the same thing happened in TBC. You don't need to be so detailed. The whole extent is for you to get the individual on a one-on-one presentation or on a TBC event where they can get the details. So do not waste too much time discussing a lot on phone, okay, on a one-on-one, except you have a lot to talk about. So if you do not have a lot to talk about, so there's no need spending all your time, okay. Too many people make their appointment and then make it by talking and talking and talking on the phone. See, it is not good. That would defeat the sole purpose of the entire exercise. Remember, the, the, the entire exercise, why you did all this, is for you to educate your prospects, for them to get to know TBC effectively. So that is the goal of this everything. So try and allow that goal to stand up, that of education and helping your prospect to understand what TBC and cryptocurrency is all about. By the time they really understand this, it's better. So Why do you spend the time on phone? Why not make it possible for them to meet your leader or be in the presentation or get the materials and read them, get the details. By the time you come up with many of these questions, your leader can be able to answer some of these questions. Okay, that's it. Especially if you cannot answer these questions effectively. So don't bother trying to, you know, covering everything yourselves, especially when you cannot do so. Right. So these are some of the steps we are discussing. Um, we have started from the beginning, and we highlighted some of these steps that will help to invite your prospects effectively. That is be in a hurry, compliment the prospects, make invitation. Now today we cover up the remaining part. If I would you get the time appointment, confirm the time, schedule next call, get off the phone, don't talk too much. So these are some of the steps that can help you to effectively invite your prospect. Now, before I run up, I would like to actually put all these steps together in and see if you'll be able to, put them all these eight step together. Remember, how can you put all of them? It's quite very simple. Let's say you, hey, I have a lot of time to talk about. Really, I don't have a lot of time to talk. Sorry, that is for someone you really know. I don't have a lot of time to talk. It's just that it's very important. I just say, let me reach out to you. Okay. Yeah, one of the best people I look at, and when it comes to business, you are very intelligent at them. So I know that I know this about you. Because of this, I always respect you, and I give that to you. You're good when it comes to business intelligence and the rest. So, but then when you told me the other time about that you didn't like your job, on you were looking for something else, were you serious or were you just kidding around? I said, sure, I'm serious. I'm looking for something. It's okay. Yeah, that's great. Then I think I found something that can actually, um, you know, something that can actually create additional income for you and make some, yeah, you make some good cash. So, for you to be able to get to know this better, so I have this ebook or I have this link, this website, whatever you have about TBC. I have this for you. I would like you to actually um, this thing that actually that actually describes and talks more about in the business. So, but then I would like to ask if I leave it with you, would you like to read it? Would you like to read it? Say sure. I will read it. Why not? I'll read it. Okay. Okay. So when do you think you will be able to be through? Go, no, reading it. When do you think? And the person may say like Tuesday. Say, okay. So if I call you on Wednesday morning, would you have been able to finish reading this? Say yeah. Okay. All right then. I'll check you back on Wednesday. Like I said, check you. So, but which number? Which of this your number can I call at what time would I? If I call you, be able to get through to you to give you good information. So it will tell you. Okay. Yes, then I got to run. I'll see you then. Take care. See, I didn't go to tell the person now like, oh look, I have a business. It's called TBC, and this TBC is gonna make you a billionaire. No, come on, the individual is gonna run and leave you. But if you just make it practical, make it easy, I'm running out of the law. I need to talk to you something real quick. Do you have a second? Yeah. So I know you've been actually very supportive of me, and I appreciate that. Come on, I just started something new, a new business entirely, and I'm really nervous. I think I need a friend to practice this thing. Would you mind if I practice it on you? Person said yes. So great. Now, if I give you this information, would you be able if I give you this link, would you watch this video for me? Would you watch it? Say yes, great. Okay. So in about 15 minutes long, it's about 15 minutes long. So what do you think you are going to finish watching? When do you have time to watch? Say okay, and maybe on Thursday. Say okay, that's fine. So if I call you on Friday morning, will you have finished watching it? Fantastic. Then uh, that's your number. That's your number. What number? Okay. And what's the best time I can call so that we can sit down and then actually do the presentation for you to see. What time will it be? Yeah, great. That's well. Get around. Thank you. See, it's quite simple. You don't need to carry so many things along. You don't need to tell people that they're going to be billionaires, they're going to be multi-billion. No, 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 no. It's very simple. Make your conversation short and then straight to the point. At the end of it all, you'll be great. You were successful at that. So I believe you'll be able to take these steps one after the other. Be in a hurry, compliment your prospect, make the invitation, and yes, were you able to get that? Let me take it again. Let me take it again. That were you able to take the 8 steps? If you were, fine. But if you were not, I would like to show you again how to invite your prospect. The 8 steps are very simple. Be in a hurry, compliment the prospect, make the invitation. If I with you, get the time commitment, confirm the time, schedule the next call, get off the phone, and that's all. So I'm very happy that you are getting this information. It's going to help you to be able to be alive and kicking in your TBC business. And if you follow through, like we said, one after the other, I'm very pretty sure it's going to help you to be able to be effective when it comes to prospecting. Just forget some of the tips we have given, and we're still on the series. Just give more attention, and after which we are going to discuss in my next video. We're going to discuss something else that's going to help you to do your TBC business effectively. That is this time around. Possibly I will be looking at how to present your TBC business to your prospects. Okay, how to present it to your prospects, because this is very important. We just discussed how to invite, and finally we'll be discussing how you can present your TBC to your prospects. All right, thank you. My name remains Nsik Ukam, and I'm glad that you were able to make it to watch the video. Subscribe to my channel, and also check the notification button so that you can get this video as they come, and then share it with your friends. You're welcome. Just share it with your friend and other members in the TBC community so that they can get the information. Thank you very much. See you.